In this L2 data mapping video, we're going to go through the process of cleaning up your data mapping account. Now, typically we're creating things, adding universes, adding data. In this case, we're going to do removals and how to clean things up both securely and in a way that makes it so you're not going crazy with a lot of extra universes or shapes or private data that you don't need. So the way you can delete things is pretty straightforward in the platform, in that next to universes, or in this case, we'll open up private data, you'll see a little trash can next to the different names. Now, before you delete anything, it's important to know who can see what. Almost everything in your system is going to be individual to your user account. The one exception is under private data. Private data can be shared and is seen across all users of a single customer. So if you're a part of ABC organization, as an example, under that account, you can see all of these different private branches. So if you delete or add things to the private data, it can be seen and shared immediately with those different users. So you want to check with your colleagues before you do anything with these. So in this case, what I'm going to do is scroll down and we'll look at FEC job right here, and I'm going to click on the little trash barrel. Click on OK, and I've now removed that branch. That branch has been removed from all users as well as, of course, my individual account. Now for the individual user account removals that you can also do. When you go up to universes, you go under My Universes, for example, to start, and wherever these are kept, you can obviously look at that. But in this case, we can look at 2026 Senate states. We've got around 110 million people in there. You see that it's all grayed out. The reason the data are grayed out is because it's kept in sort of a storage where it's, I won't say frozen, but it's refrigerated in that it's kept in a way where it can be accessed relatively quickly, but it's kept in a way that keeps performance as high as possible on the platform. That's why it's going to be grayed out in those instances. Regardless, you can easily, even if your data is in that state, but you want to get rid of it, you don't have to open it and wait for this process to take place. You can simply just delete it. Now, you can do that in a couple of ways. You can go into the universe itself, click on the trash can and click delete, or you could simply go over here and click on the trash can here, and it's deleted. It's gone. And it happens just that quickly. So you want to be very careful with that. Now, if you ever want to recover something that you accidentally lost or you think you lost that you want to make sure you get back, you can go up to Recover Universes, and you could actually find those universes that you have recently deleted. So that is a way that you could actually spare yourself in the case you delete things quickly that you didn't mean to. Now, if you do want to delete things quickly, let me show you how you can do that as well. Under Universes, if you go to the little magnifying glass here, click here, and you can see you've got your shared universes. These are universes that other people in your account have shared with you. You can't delete these. These are their universes. They're simply showing up here because they've been shown as shared with you. You can deselect the share elsewhere in the platform, but you can't do that within here. This is simply just showing you that you have these universes. But you can also go in here and you could say, let's go to this universe here and click on delete. It's going to give you the option to delete this specific universe, and now it's gone. One of the other things you can do is go back in here, and I'll go to name. I'll click on, put in G23 for General Election 2023. Click search, and look at that. I've got 4 universes. I know I want to get rid of anything with G23 in it, so I'm going to select all, and I'm going to delete. It gives me a prompt. Click OK, and those universes are now gone. Again, can be recovered easily here within the Recover Universes tab, but in this case, I want to get rid of those, so I'm okay with that going away. You can then go down and do this with any of your folders that you've created. Any of the shared with me universes can be unshared if that's something that you want to do. But there are other things that you can actually delete within the tool as well. So things such as shapes. Under shapes, you can see you've got a lot of them. There's no bulk way to do this, but you can go in and individually delete different shapes that you no longer need. You can do this with exports. So if you have different exports in here and you want to get rid of some of these, you can sort them by name, you can sort them by create date, anything like that. I'll do some of the oldest first, going back to July. I'm going to delete some of these. And you can see I've now gotten rid of some of those exports. And then under reports, you can do the same thing also with the little trash can where you actually click and you're able to remove any of these individual reports that you've generated. So there's lots of ways to be able to delete things within the system. Now, the system is also going to help you with this, and that's this little red box here in the upper right that says recycle resources. So automatically, resources are recycled after 3 months. So after 3 months, our system says if you haven't touched it, meaning you haven't opened the universe or clicked on it in that period of time, it's going to start a process that's going to delete it. Now, when you see that it lights up here and you see the different purge dates here, you can see what has been purged, and you can see these different shapes and different things like that. You can see what has been purged. You do have the ability to recover some of these, but really, once it gets to this point and it's been deleted, you can no longer do that. In this case, what you're able to do, though, is you could say, okay, let's say I wanted to save this electric vehicles universe. I can click on it, and I can delay for 4 weeks, and now it's taken out of the recycle resources, and that export has now been put back into the existing export. So now I can continue to work with that. And you can do that with universes or anything else like that. And that is how you keep yourself organized in L2 data mapping.